I'm Maria Hill, and welcome to the Magic of Joy channel. So today I have a topic that I'm interested in talking to you about, something that I think is missing in many ways, and I think it's hurting us. Between the fighting and the heart hurt that's consuming us through our news and the numbness of our industrial work, it can be hard to be hopeful and joyful. And so the question is there a way? I mean, in spite of all the difficulty, and I think there is. And I think it comes from our capacity for tenderness. And that's what I want to talk about today. As I've said many times, joy isn't just a feeling. It's an intelligence, an anchor, a practice, a skill, and a compass. And when we're embedded in joy as foundational for our well-being in our lives, our relationship with ourselves, with each other, nature, and life changes in very important ways. So when we shift to a joy practice, we're shifting out of fear as our primary anchor. And that means we also change the way we relate to ourselves and others. The system we have keeps us dependent. Many fears that we have come from a fear of being rejected by those we depend on. And as a result, we may have developed ways of living and being that are very wary and defensive because we know that dependency is often not a good experience. I think most of us know that experience. We all carry the trauma of a system that tries to keep us in line and struggling for survival, whether through our original family and their ways, or through work or our institutions. And because stresses are increasing financially, socially, and ecologically, few feel secure about their situations, and that includes those who may be fairly well off. One of the downsides of our system is the difficulty we have being vulnerable, because in a highly competitive dog-eat-dog world, vulnerability can be expensive. If the cost of being vulnerable is too high, then we won't be. However, without grounded vulnerability, we easily make mistakes in how we live. Vulnerability is a very important requirement if we want to be in touch with reality, understand all of our risks, not just the culturally created ones, but also to be able to identify when our culture is missing the mark, which is happening a lot right now with deferred action on environmental issues, among other important issues. So getting out of fear means reconsidering what we pay attention to and why. It means that we consider whether or not we're attuned to past ideas and fears, or whether we're being properly attentive to what's going on right now. If we're continually held back by old wounds and trauma, then we will likely have a misplaced idea about what is important and why. Now, with a joy practice, your focus is on being constructive, caring, and serving the common good. And that means you choose your actions with the intention of creating results that will not only offer joy to yourself and others, but they will also be healthy and they will create thriving. What a wonderful gift to be able to give to yourself and others. Tenderness is a natural energy, and it helps you make choices that are constructive and caring and serve the common good. So it's actually nourishing, and it steers you to that which provides nourishment for you and others. So often, tenderness is considered a sappy energy, and it can be suggested that someone who feels tenderness is childish or weak, but that's not what tenderness is about. Tenderness is where you find a sweet spot. Let's say you're working on a project with some others and need to arrive at a decision of some kind. Tenderness is an energy that tells you when you have arrived at the best solution, the one that works best for most people, or the one that solves the problem best. Tenderness is a wonderful energy for finding what is right in a practical way, rather than serving dogmatic ideas about what is right that can often get you in trouble and make life worse. So that's very helpful. Tenderness is actually an energy that tells us when something is right in a practical way. Tenderness is an us energy, not a me energy. It takes others into account. It lets others in. It accepts others and their needs as legitimate. So there's a lot of acceptance in the energy of tenderness. And when you activate tenderness as an important socially constructive energy, you minimize the social rejection that creates so much pain and hostility to the detriment of everyone. Tenderness can be a wonderful way to solve problems with others and make life work when working with others. It creates the spirit of friendship, which is a hallmark of a joy practice. Tenderness, like friendship, are qualities and values that make life easier. Isn't it time we stop making it harder than it has to be? Well, embrace tenderness and you will be on that path. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed learning more about how joy can transform your life. And if you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and loved ones. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos on the transformative power of joy. I'll be back soon to give you more information about how joy as a practice and compass can transform your life. Stay well and joyful until then. And thank you for watching.